Hi everybody, Dana Sparks with broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors, and this week's contract tip has to do with appraisals. We are having all kinds of issues with appraisals right now, which seems a little crazy because we are in an increasing market. That's the reason we're having some issues. The appraisers are very much backlogged right now, and we are hearing that some of the appraisers are anywhere behind 2 to 3 weeks behind. The other thing to consider is that many lenders are not even ordering the appraisal until after the due diligence time frame. So we have a 10-day due diligence time frame. Then the lender is ordering the appraisal. Then the appraiser, if they're 2 to 3 weeks behind, we're already 30 days or more into the contract. And so we're having appraisals coming in low and financing appraisal contingencies already expiring prior to the time we're even getting back any values on these appraisals. So what do you do as an agent? Number one, you educate both the buyer and the seller as to what's going on right now. Oh, the other thing too that we're learning is that because the appraisers and the appraisal companies are so backlogged, some of them are calling for additional help by getting appraisers from outside of the area. So for example, let's say you're selling a property in Cobb County, an appraisal service, for example, might end up getting an appraiser from DeKalb County, Carroll County, something like that. And they're not necessarily familiar with our, that area of Cobb County that you're asking for an appraisal, especially if it's, for example, a planned community where different phases have extremely different price ranges. So those are some of the issues that we're experiencing. Okay, so what can you do as an agent? Number one, you can totally educate your buyer and your seller as to what's going on right now. And by doing that, what you're going to do contractually is make sure that you have a long time frame in your appraisal contingency. You want to have minimum 21 days, probably go for 30 days. And of course, anything is in the best interest of which party you represent. But in general, the ultimate goal is to sell the house. And so it is in the best interest for the parties to work through any appraisal issues. The second thing is definitely you want to, if you are the listing agent, you want to go ahead and have some prepared comps, which you should have anyway for taking the listing. Have those prepared comps. Leave them for the appraiser at the house. Make sure that you know when the appraiser is going to do that. Easy way to do that, after you go under contract, put in the remarks in your listing that there is no lockbox on the house and that you have to make an appointment to get in. That is a sure way to get, that's a sure way to get the appraiser to call you to find out how to access the house. That way you'll know exactly when the appraiser is going to go out to the house to appraise it. So meet the appraiser out there. Have some prepared comps ready to hand to the appraiser. Make sure you meet the appraiser out there and point out the things about the house that help give it the value and how you establish the price as the listing agent. You can talk to the appraiser. The lenders can't talk to the appraiser, but you certainly can. And the more help you can give an appraiser, the better. Additionally, it's better to do it on the front end because getting an appraisal review is definitely way more laborious and time consuming and might not have the desired effect that you want, if any. If you can get to the appraiser before the appraiser does the appraisal, you will have a much better chance of getting the established value that the buyer and the seller have already agreed to. So just a couple tips, you guys. Great market right now, and just some of the things to be aware of to share with your co-op agents as well as with your buyers and the sellers, and things that you can do that you have control over when dealing with appraisals. Thank you so much for watching. Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors, satisfying your needs with service, innovation, and education.